Hi everyone. Today we will be discussing about Italian marine case which is at the Hague based permanent court of arbitration. So before getting into the details of this case and its verdict, that is in that verdict PC has ruled out that India does not have the jurisdiction to try the marines who were held in Kerala fishermen's shootout case. Okay, so before getting the details, we will be looking at the history to just have an understanding about the case. Okay, because this was happened in 2012 of February 15. At that time, two Italian officials, their name is Salvatore Giron and Massimiliano Lettore. These two marines shot dead two fishermen of Kerala at the southern Indian coast. Okay, so they were on an Italian tanker called Enrica Lexi. So these two marines were held in custody in India for several years. So what they saying is that killings were accidental because they mistook the fishermen as pirates and they fired a warning shot. That is what Italy is claiming. Okay, what they're saying is that the marines thought the fishermen were pirates, that is why they fired warning shots. Okay, and they also took this case to the International Arbitration Court because India arrested these two men and imprisoned them for years. And what India thought is that India will be trialing, means doing trial of this two Italian mariners in India itself, because they will be taking these two officials to Indian Supreme Court and they will be making all those trial and procedures within India itself, because they shot two of our fishermen and in our water. Okay, so we have uh, border at ocean also, so they have crossed the border and they have created or they have done the crime within our Indian water. So we can take this case into the Supreme Court of India. That is what India thought. But permanent court of arbitration ruled that India does not have the jurisdiction over this case and they will be trialed in Italy itself. So that is what is the verdict of this permanent court of arbitration. Okay, so at that time when this shooting happened, though they have been arrested by the officials of India, they were sent home after some time because one of the official were ill and due to his physical unfitness they were taken to home, and after that after some time later the other person was also sent home. Then this all procedures was held in permanent court of arbitration because this Italy took this case to the permanent court of arbitration. Okay, so we'll be checking what India had to say. What India said is that India accused these two persons with the killing of two fishermen in Indian waters, and they also India was claiming that India has the jurisdiction to trial this case, but unfortunately India failed in the court and India's claim of jurisdiction the case was denied by the permanent court of arbitration. But after this verdict has come, what court verdict said is that even though New Delhi does not have the power for prosecution of these marines, as they have immunity from this Indian prosecution, uh, the Italian mariners have to give a compensation to India for the loss of life, material damage, and the moral harm suffered by the surviving crew of the uh, fishing ship. Okay, so even though we don't have the power to trial the case, they will have to pay the compensation, and that compensation will be decided, means how much they have to pay to this India have will be decided by the uh, two countries together. Okay, so what after this court's verdict, what Italy said is that Italy will be or Italy is ready to fulfill what the arbitration tribunal has established, and they will be completely cooperating with India for this for the implementation of this court's verdict. So what they are saying is that they are ready to pay the compensation. Okay, so that is what the Italy is saying, and it is true that they have already violated the international law because they when they were shooting this person, they were in the coast of Kerala. Okay, so that is they were in the Indian waters while they were shooting this two fishermen. So what they did is wrong, and they have violated the international marine law, and they will be trialed in the Italian court instead of Indian court. That is, even though that's a setback, we can for our uh, bit of happiness, there's a thing that they have to pay compensation to the victim. Okay, and there will be a negotiation between two countries for the fixation of this compensation amount. Okay, and another one more point is that uh, uh, we hope that Italy will be doing their trial in proper way, and they will be giving the proper punishment for these two marines, as the trial will be taking place in the Italy. So we can hope that they will be getting the proper or adequate punishment for what they have done, and that will do the justice. Okay, so this is the thing. Even though we lost the case, the compensation provision is there, and that will be they will be trialed in the Italy. Okay, so that's all. Thank you.